Don't listen to other people's advices. So when you click in this video and see the title, you might think, oh, why? Why wouldn't I take other people's advices, right? Advice are genuinely considered to be nice. And what I'm seeing, the problem here is that the advice right now is everywhere, right? It can be from your parents, it can be from your teacher, or even social media. And I think people are relying on it way, 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 way too much. And something we all need to start realizing is that advice was built for them, not you. It's built for them, right? As a person. Them and you are two different things. Something might work for them, but something might not work for you. Okay, each person is wired differently. Each person function differently. For example, when the older generation give you advice, oh, you go to college, you get a job, you get a house, you marry, and it's and you be like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna get a job in this economy, right? I barely can even afford groceries, so obviously it's now unrealistic. So we're not gonna take that advice in seriously. Another example is that many people on social media saying like, oh, you need to buy a nice car to feel motivated. You need to buy a nice car as like a fuel, like gas to pump in your tank, so you can work harder or whatever they're saying. And perhaps it worked for them, right? I've seen very, very successful people that clearly work for them. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people fail because they couldn't keep up with the payment every month. So again, it depends on what kind of person are you. Another example is that studying. Teacher may say, oh, you must take notes, you must make a summary sheet. Summary sheet is the only way where you can get a good grade in my class. And perhaps you are a person that work very, very well with summary sheet. You think investing in an hour just to go over all the slide and lesson is worth it. Then sure, go ahead and make a summary sheet, right? But if you're the kind of person that say, no, I need to do practice problem, I'd rather invest my 1 hour into practice problems and do application problems, then sure, go for the problems, right? Again, it's designed for different people. There is not a single advice, at least not from what I heard, that is applicable to everyone, right? So again, as I said, everyone is differently. What works for you might destroy other people. What worked for other people might completely destroy your entire drive, your will to do things. So stop measuring yourself against someone else's method, right? Just because other people start changing to Claude, just because other people start paying for a subscription, that doesn't mean you need to keep up. If you think what you're using is good, then perhaps keep using it. Or obviously perhaps the other one is better, but again, it's up to you to measure because you are the unit of measurement. Stop letting other people define what you're what what do you need for advice? That's the word, yeah. So when you hear an advice next time, right? Ask yourself, does it actually apply to me? Do I really work that way? And it's okay if you don't know the answer, because we're constantly developing ourselves, right? That's why we want to hear from other people, because it seems safe to do so, right? Because their path is proven. But if you don't test yourself, how would you know it will work? The prettiest diamond go through the hardest pressure. So start building your own blueprint. Start seeing, oh, I find out that I'm the kind of person that will love a summary sheet. Oh, I find out that I'm the kind of person that would not want to finance anything to push me harder. Oh, I'm the kind of person that find out I prefer to learn in a big classroom rather than a small classroom. Right? So nobody is living your life but you. Right? The bulk of your life is yours. The pen is in your hand. Stop letting other people write your chapters. Figure your things out. So, in summary, right? What you want to do is that sure, you can take other people's advice into consideration, but consideration only, not into instruction, not into a blueprint where you need to follow. If you don't follow, you die. Stop thinking like that. Start taking them into consideration. Thinking, is it good? Determining, is it good or not? And that's it. Thank you.